Today we're talking about a game that had a ton of hype around it and how it went from a hot Sims competitor to, well, kind of a mess. Really fast. So inZOI launched into early access with a lot of people excited to finally have a solid alternative to The Sims. Visually, the game looked amazing. The trailers promised deep character interactions, realistic graphics, and a more lifelike life sim experience. And to be fair, it did sell over 1 million copies early on. That's no small feat. When inZOI dropped into early access, the excitement was real. At launch, it pulled in over 87,000 players on Steam. That's huge for a life sim. But here's where things start to fall apart. If you check the player chart now, that number has dropped to under 1,000 players online. That's a brutal fall in just 4 months. The interest didn't slowly fade. It plummeted within the first couple weeks. People bought in, tried it out, and bounced. But once people got their hands on the actual game, the cracks started to show. First off, it's still early access. That means bugs, missing features, and performance problems. And while that's kind of expected, inZOI felt extra rough around the edges, like a lot of systems are only half working. The game feels more like an experiment than something that's actually ready to be played for hours. One of the biggest issues people notice is that the world outside your house feels pretty empty. There's not much to do, and the interactions can get repetitive really fast. Pathfinding is a problem too. Characters do weird things, or get stuck, or just don't act naturally. And when you're aiming for realism, that kind of stuff really stands out. Another big problem, the system requirements are super high. Like a lot of people with mid-range PCs just can't run it smoothly. And when your game is trying to compete with The Sims, which runs fine on most machines, that's a big issue. Now, does all this mean inZOI is a total failure? Not exactly. There are players out there who enjoy it, and the community is still pretty active. Some people actually like the foundation it has, and they're excited to see where the game goes next. The devs are also listening to feedback and working on updates, so the game could still turn things around. But the thing is, the hype was just too much. The trailers made it look like it would blow The Sims out of the water, but in reality, it just makes The Sims look even better by comparison. EA probably isn't worried. If anything, they're probably happy inZOI didn't live up to the challenge. In the end, it's not that inZOI is doomed, it's just not ready yet. It launched too early with too many issues, and a lot of players bounced off quickly. That huge drop in player count after launch says a lot. People wanted to love this game, but it has a long way to go before it lives up to what it promised. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments. Did you try inZOI? Do you think it still has potential, or are you moving on to something else? If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more gaming updates and deep dives like this. See you in the next one.